Hi guys, first video of the year time. Hope it's treating you well despite, no need to get into that stuff. It's time for Rouge. She's a queen, and if anybody says she isn't, they're wrong. But she isn't that much of a queen on the track in this game, in my opinion. But what are you gonna do? That's not nitpicking is not what this video is about. So let me just get into it, despite how distractible I am. Hang on, it's a bit loud for me. Just spam. Just who cares? There's a Tikal there. You think she won't spam? Nonsense. Ouch. I can spam too. Ouch. I don't know how I avoided that at first. Well, it's quite windy today. But see, I'm getting distracted. I'm sorry. Okay, so Rouge. Originally I was like in the camp of people that didn't like her. I did not like her at all. Still a bit too loud for me, I'm sorry. I didn't like her at all, and it frankly, it was all the internet's fault. Like, I hadn't gotten to really experience her in any games. I remember I got to play Heroes, but I didn't get too far, especially not in Team Dark's story. So I didn't really get to experience her as she is in canon, and I only got to see what the fandom presented to me. Ouch. And fortunately, since then I got to, actually experience the real Rouge and not what the fandom version of Rouge was at the time. And fortunately, at least from my experience, she's getting treated way better by the fandom. Like, I think it probably helped that more people got exposed to her, to like how she actually is. Hang on, video might drop. Okay. And she's great. She's like, well, I wouldn't call her the mom of Team Dark, but at times she's kind of like the glue that holds them together. She's with Shadow, who's Shadow, and Omega, who's full of just arsenal and sass, and she kind of grounds Shadow at times, and she's there to be like, hey, Omega, like, hold up, maybe don't shoot holes in anybody right now. And I really like her. I like that even though she started like, well, she didn't start as a villain. She was like an anti-hero. And even though she got to working with the heroes and stuff and saving the world, like in the comics and stuff, she never stopped like being who she is as a character, kind of teasing people around her, especially Knuckles, that she's like gonna steal the Master Emerald and stuff. And she's kind of got a ouch. She's kind of got a heart of gold. Like recently in the comics, I'm gonna date myself. I just, this race is lost. Just forget it. I'm very distracted. Just everything is happening. There's a Zaz. There's a Tikal. Everything is going wrong. Yeah, like recently in the comics, she um, technically robbed a museum, but it was so she could protect it from the Babylon rogues, because she knew that they were gonna go for the place. Or like at the end of the Zombot saga, where she was, everything's over, everything's hectic, she's there on the Master Emerald, like, well, I wanted to spend my last moments there. Just still teasing and everything, and I'm glad she hasn't lost that. Because sometimes characters who are like Rouge, and they're, they have the sass and they have the attitude. Sometimes when they start helping out the heroes, they get kind of bland, especially female characters. They do kind of make them like the mom of the team, but that didn't happen to Rouge. And I'm so glad. I wish more characters were like her. And mind you, I'm not like talking just about the Sonic franchise, though this hasn't really happened in the Sonic franchise, just other franchises where there's characters like Rouge. I like her design, though I kind of miss... Dang, now I can't remember it. I think it was in Sonic Adventure and in Sonic Heroes, where her wings weren't just a solid dark purple color, but like the insides of her wings were like a more pinkish color. And like this is fine too, but I kind of miss that in her design. It's still good though, and I like the heart motif. And that's another thing that people are gonna say, oh, her design is, curvy, and she's things I probably can't say. But the thing is, yeah, you're gonna say, like, of course it's a franchise for kids, but the series never objectifies her, really. At least the games, kind of like, I think Sonic X might have done some things, with at least the 4Kids version, maybe with the saxophone. But she's never objectified. Like, you see the camera is never in any uncomfortable angles when she's on screen, if you know what I mean. Like, she's always the one in charge of her own person. And yeah, like, you'll have Knuckles being like flustered by her, but that's like nothing. Go away, ad. So I like that. Like, of course, it's a series aimed at kids, so you're gonna think, of course, she won't be objectified. That's creepy. But, there's been creepy things in other franchises and stuff that have been aimed at kids. So yeah, it's nice. She never, like, loses her authority of who she is. I wish she still worked for Gundo. That was an interesting angle, I think, that she was an agent for, like, the government, but also kind of still a thief, like a master thief and treasure hunter. And much like I've said with Knuckles, I wish they'd bring back that aspect of her being a treasure hunter and both being Knuckles' rival because she's a thief. Oh, footage might drop. Sorry, it's happened a few times, so now I'm just paranoid. But I wish they'd bring it back that she's both Knuckles' rival in that he guards the Master Emerald and sometimes the Chaos Emeralds, and she wants to steal jewels like that, and that she's also his rival because they're both, oh my god, no, go away. Um, both treasure hunters, so it's kind of like they're trying to one up each other and stuff. No, at first I was thinking one more race. But I think I've said basically everything, especially considering how distracted I am today. But yeah, that's the first video of the year, and the gist of it is Rouge is a queen. And if you don't like it, that's your opinion, but also consider that maybe the fandom has tainted her for you. So maybe take a look at how she is in the games, and because that really kind of shifted the perspective for me. But I don't know, from my perspective of things and the people I'm following and stuff, she's being presented good, she's being done justice, even by the fandom nowadays, especially like fan art where they're like, she's goofing off with Team Dark and they're having like kind of like family time, but they're kind of dysfunctional but also not. So yeah, that'll be it. Stay safe. I hope this year treats you well, and see you when I see you. Bye bye.